How's it going, guys? Ross here from Fit for Life Physical Therapy. I just want to take an opportunity today and go over a kettlebell swing. I had a question on my Facebook Live group about the proper form for it, so I figured this would make a great video. Now, the kettlebell swing is a very popular exercise that a lot of people will do. You'll even see people do it with dumbbells or other gym equipment as well, but the kettlebell is going to be the most common. And really what it's going to do for us is work on our posterior muscles, so hamstrings, hip, it can strengthen the core. We can also use it for a cardio exercise as well. It's a great way for a finisher at the end of a workout. But really it all starts with a hip hinge, and that's really the basis for a lot of the exercises that we'll do. So when I discuss a hip hinge, really we're not looking at any knee motion right now. So I want to start with my knees slightly bent, and then from here, a hip hinge would just be unlocking the hips and sticking my butt out behind me. So this is really all a hip hinge is. So hips back, hips forward. And if I'm using a bar, really all I'm trying to do is just slide the bar to my knees and come back up. It's the easiest place to start. If we can't do the hinge, then we can't do the swing, because the swing is really just a faster version. So, practicing the hinge, usually what I'll tell people to do is just pretend you're a young kid. And usually if you think about young kids, when they stick their butt out at you, they do a perfect hinge. Back is straight, they usually stick it out and then they wiggle. Well, that's a hinge. That's all we're trying to do from here. So all we're trying to do is just stick our butt out behind us, and then I'm just coming right back up. So if I'm using the pole, it just slides right up my thighs. My back is still staying straight. And again, when we're talking straight, it means I'm still maintaining the curvature of my spine. I'm not rounding, and I'm not overarching either, which that can pose an issue for a lot of us as well. So just coming straight down. Now, a swing, the hands are going to be holding on to the kettlebell or the object that you're using at that point. So I'll just move out a little bit close or away from the screen. So from here, I'm going to come down and pick up my kettlebell. Now, once I'm up into this position, I have to get it going. So all I'm going to do is I can either push my hips backwards and let it swing into me. I can push the hips forward. But really, it's just my hips go back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front. So what we're not seeing is I'm not rounding. You're not seeing me overextend as I get all the way to the back. Now my knees are softly bent. Again, we're thinking more athletic ready position. Once I get to the top of the motion where the kettlebell is at its highest, my knees do straighten because that's locking up your quads. I'm not necessarily using a squat position. This is what we're talking about today is called the conventional swing or the Russian swing. So there are other types of swings that we can talk about at another time. But again, I want to get the movement initiated. So it's really, I can either kick back and then forward, or I can just push forward. But my arms are not doing any of the motion. It's really just a hook. It's holding on to the kettlebell. Kettlebell comes down between your legs, and once you get to that point of deceleration, that's when your hips come forward again. So again, when we're doing the kettlebell swing, it really starts with that hip hinge. You have to be able to unlock the hips, stick your butt out behind you, and then that's going to allow you to get the kettlebell underneath you. And then from here, you're going to use your hips, your hamstrings, your glutes to get everything back to the top. If it hurts your low back, chances are you're coming too far underneath and rounding, or extending at the top of the motion, which is not good for anyone. So remember, unlock the hips, let your arms just be a hook. Your arms shouldn't be actively lifting. And if you want to make it a harder exercise, just go faster. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks a lot.